I grew up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and it was civil rights era. So I grew up when Jim Crow was still in place. My father was the son of immigrants who had worked his way up, and he got ultimately into the shopping mall business. They had a drive-in theater blow down in a tornado and decided to use that site for the first shopping center in Tennessee. And then my mother is an artistic photographer and was also a really important influence in the midst of that. And her work is something like following her instincts around the world and locally and regionally, and photographing people and their circumstances of all classes. I think what I eventually derived from it was an understanding of bigger global issues through the eyes of those photographs. And then the 60s came. I was affected by the things that were going on in the larger world, the anti-war movement, and my family was political always. They had an attitude of, it's important to take responsibility. Bad things can happen. It's better to be involved and help see that better outcomes occur. So I had exposure early on to the importance of politics, the importance of business, or the value of business, and how you can work your way up, so to speak, and make things happen. My father is from a family with a polycystic kidney disease gene, and many people in the family died from it at fairly young ages. And my father had it, and in my early 20s I was diagnosed with it. And when I was diagnosed, it was, you could die very soon, you could live longer, there's nothing you could do about it. But over time that became a tremendous helper to me, because facing mortality caused me to actually think about what mattered. I decided I wanted to go do something physical, because if I was going to die, living in my brain didn't. Anyway, I needed to experience that too. So I got a job on a ranch in Jackson Hole, and then I went to a gardening workshop in Northern California. One of the people who had been in that 3-person workshop with had found herself on Cortez Island. And she said, I've found this incredible place. You really got to come. You got to come, you got to come, you got to come. And I was enjoying that experience of more silence and introspection. But when my father died, I went back to Tennessee and stayed there basically a decade, taking care of the estate issues, and then starting to adapt from shopping malls to 1-mile radius strategy. And I joined some networks that were national and got me exposed to the early era of social enterprise, social venture businesses that are designed intentionally to make the world better because of their product and make money. My personal mission statement now is to be part of influencing the movement of trillions of dollars from destructive practices to generative practices. We are all ancestors, and we've got to remember that. This is a forgotten piece of knowledge that everybody used to know, that you came from somewhere and there's people coming after us, and we are affecting that future. And I think we have generational responsibilities that the sooner we figure out that we have them, the better our life will be, and the more satisfying and the more productive it'll be. That it's our job now to look after the future generations that we don't know.